Rayan woke up before the alarm rang. His eyes opened, but his mind was already busy. Memories rushed in like an unwanted storm. The small room around him was quiet, yet his heart felt loud. He lay still, staring at the ceiling, thinking about everything that had gone wrong in his life. The mistakes he had made, the words he wished he could take back, the chances he had missed. These thoughts visited him every morning, as if they had booked a permanent place in his mind. Rayan was 28 years old and worked in a small printing shop. His job was simple, his life routine, but his thoughts were heavy. 5 years ago, he had failed an important exam that could have changed his future. On the same year, his closest friend stopped talking to him after a misunderstanding. And not long after that, his father passed away. These events became chapters of his past that he kept rereading every single day. He slowly got out of bed, washed his face, and looked at himself in the mirror. The person staring back looked tired, even after a full night's sleep. He sighed and got ready for work. As he walked through the narrow streets, he noticed children playing cricket, shopkeepers opening shutters, and people laughing over tea. Life around him was moving forward, but he felt stuck, as if his feet were tied to yesterday. At the printing shop, Rayan worked quietly. His coworker Samir tried to joke with him, but Rayan only gave a weak smile. His hands did their job, but his mind traveled back again. He remembered the day he failed the exam. He had studied, but not enough. He remembered his friend shouting at him, blaming him for something Rayan never explained properly. He remembered standing silently at his father's grave, promising to be strong, a promise he felt he had broken. During lunch break, Rayan sat alone, staring at his phone without scrolling. An old photo appeared as his wallpaper. It was of him and his father smiling at a roadside food stall. His chest tightened. He locked the phone and closed his eyes. That evening, as he walked home, he noticed an old man sitting on a bench near the park. The man was feeding birds with small grains from his pocket. Rayan had seen him before but never paid attention. Something about the calm way the man moved made Rayan slow his steps. The old man looked up and smiled. "Long day?" he asked gently. Rayan was surprised but nodded. "Every day feels long." The man chuckled softly. "Sit for a moment, the birds don't mind company." Rayan hesitated but then sat on the bench. They watched the birds peck at the ground. For a few minutes there was silence, the comfortable kind. "You look like someone carrying a heavy bag," the old man said. Rayan frowned. "I don't have a bag." The man tapped his chest lightly. "Here, the heaviest bags are often invisible." Rayan didn't reply, but the words touched something inside him. "My name is Ibrahim," the old man said. "And you are?" "Rayan." "Well, Rayan," Ibrahim continued, "these birds come here every evening. They eat, they fly, they rest. They don't worry about yesterday's crumbs or tomorrow's hunger." Rayan smiled weakly. "Humans aren't like that." "True," Ibrahim said. "We have memories, they are gifts, but sometimes we turn them into chains." That night, Rayan couldn't stop thinking about the old man's words. The idea of memories as chains felt painfully accurate. The next day after work, he found himself walking toward the park again. Ibrahim was there as if he had never left. They started talking regularly. Ibrahim never forced advice. He mostly listened. One evening, Rayan finally spoke openly. He told Ibrahim about the exam, the friend, his father. He spoke slowly at first, then faster, as if years of silence were breaking. When he finished, his eyes were wet, but his chest felt slightly lighter. Ibrahim nodded. "You have been living in those moments for years," he said. "Tell me, where are you standing right now?" "On this bench," Rayan answered. "And when your mind goes to the past, where do you go?" Ibrahim asked. "Back there," Rayan said. "So your body is here, but your life is there," Ibrahim said calmly. "That is why the present feels empty." Rayan looked down. "But the past hurts, I can't just forget it." "Who said forget?" Ibrahim replied. "Leaving the past behind does not mean erasing it. It means not letting it decide every step you take today." Over the next few weeks, Ibrahim gave Rayan small tasks, simple things. One day he asked him to walk home without headphones, just noticing sounds. Another day he asked him to eat a meal without thinking about anything else. At first it felt strange. Rayan's mind kept running away, but slowly he noticed moments he had missed before. The warmth of sunlight, the taste of tea, the laughter of strangers. One evening, Ibrahim gave him a folded piece of paper. "Open this tomorrow morning," he said. The next day, Rayan opened it. It had one line written in shaky handwriting: "Today is the only place where life listens to you." Rayan read it again and again. He put the paper in his pocket and went to work. That day, when a customer complained loudly, Rayan felt anger rise. Normally, his mind would add old frustrations to the moment, but he remembered the line. He took a breath and focused on the present problem only. The situation ended quickly. He felt proud, surprised by himself. Days turned into weeks. Rayan started waking up with less weight on his chest. The past still came, but it didn't stay as long. He even laughed more, surprising Samir at the shop. One afternoon, Rayan met someone unexpected. It was his old friend, Adil, the one he had stopped talking to years ago. They saw each other at a grocery store and froze. The silence between them felt thick. Adil spoke first. "It's been a long time." "Yes," Rayan replied. They talked awkwardly, then honestly. The misunderstanding from years ago sounded small now. They both had carried it too long. They didn't become best friends again, but they left with lighter hearts. That night, Rayan went to the park to tell Ibrahim, but the bench was empty. The next day and the day after, Ibrahim didn't come. Rayan asked around and learned that Ibrahim had moved to live with his son in another city. Rayan felt sad but also grateful. He sat on the bench alone, watching the birds. For the first time, he noticed that the park looked different in the morning light compared to evening. He smiled. Months later, Rayan applied again for an exam related to his field. This time, he studied with focus, not fear. He didn't think about failing before. He focused on what he could do today. When the result came, he passed, not with top marks, but enough. He visited his father's grave one quiet morning. He didn't cry like before. He talked softly, sharing his days, his growth. He felt peace instead of regret. Life didn't become perfect. Rayan still had bad days. Sometimes memories returned, knocking at his mind. But now he knew he didn't have to open the door every time. He could choose where to stand. One evening, as he walked past the park, he saw a young man sitting on the bench, looking lost. Rayan paused, then sat beside him. "Long day?" Rayan asked gently. The young man nodded. Rayan smiled, feeling the present moment clearly and the past quietly resting behind him.